Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC. We do everything DIY, and today we have a service call for a split system refrigerator that has a known refrigerant leak. Thank you to everyone tuning into Jumperman Tech. Today we have a service call for a split system refrigerator. This is a water-cooled condenser unit that has a known refrigerant leak. I got the gauges on the system right now, and I wasn't gonna record this video, but then I actually found a leak and I figured, you know what, this would be a good idea to record it. While we're working on this, I actually just noticed this box is completely frozen. Look at the compressor to the suction line. I actually walked to the walk-in box and the whole evaporator is frozen as well. So it looks like they got a lot of problems here, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. Anyways, system was full of gas. I figured we searched for the leak with the electronic leak detector, and then we confirmed it with micro leak detector, the liquid solution. I'm going to show you guys a video clip of the I want to show you guys how I went about this. I have an electronic refrigerant leak detector. That's what I use to narrow down the location. Then from there, I cut into the insulation of the piping inside the refrigerator, and I use the micro gas leak detector, which is a liquid solution, basically your soap and bubble solution, and that's how I narrowed it down. I post daily videos on my Instagram. If you guys don't already have me, I'm gonna leave my @ inside this video's link description, and you're also going to see a pop-up on the screen at any moment. All right, so this is the refrigerator here. It has 4 doors. I found a leak at the expansion valve. See right there, we have flared connections. Right there. So essentially, I could possibly tighten it, but I've actually worked on this like about half a year ago, and we had a leak in the same exact area. Looks like from all that, you know, contracting and expanding, it's cold in here, then it's warm, this and that issue. I don't like those flare connections. My idea is going to be to actually just cut that out, and let's braze in a new expansion valve. All right guys, we're gonna start with the recovery. I was able to track down the parts. I just picked them up and deliver them to the job site. Here's my new recovery machine, as the other one just got busted. So let's go ahead and start this process. I also have my refrigerant scale just so we get an idea of what's in here. I know we're gonna have to add more just for the simple fact that this thing has been leaking out, but we do have a sight glass right back there. So once that clears up, that also gives an indication that we're fully charged. Anyways, let's start this process. Alright guys, looks like we got about 25 ounces. We are in a vacuum. What's cool about this is that it actually tells you the pressures and everything here. So it says we're at 18 inches of mercury vacuum, and this thing actually shuts off on its own. So now we have an idea of what to put back and possibly a little more. Alright guys, the gas is all recovered. I actually picked up the expansion valve. This is a sweat valve. As you can see, this comes in at an angle. This doesn't. So I'm gonna have to rebuild this up. I actually got some fittings with a reducer as well, and we're gonna build this out right now. Let's go ahead and put this together. This looks so freaking bad, man, honestly, but we just gotta get them up and going right now. We got these 2 lids. I took that off. It's gonna be better for us to braze than being in here and getting suffocated. So let's go ahead and build this out. Keep as much slack as I can, so I'm gonna undo this first. Get that out the way. I don't want to cut back here. I want to cut right at the edge. So this is gonna be required. Hopefully I can make it fit without having to add any extra pipe. right there. It's so hot in here. I feel like my back is on fire with this pizza station, man. This oven. Oh man. All right, let's chop it up. Light bulb is in and out here, man. What am I touching, this wire or something? What is going on there? There's a piece of wood sticker over there, man. What's going on in this place? Oh man, it's another day, huh? Okay. Okay, that's like that. Definitely got the slack here. This is good. Then we're gonna do a little something like this. Let's see. This would go into here. Right there. Alright, that's gonna be it. To protect the expansion valve, I'm using wet rag, heat blocking putty. It's going to absorb the heat. We don't want any of the heat going and melting this valve. So we're going to start running some nitro downstairs and I'm going to braze this up. Alright guys, let's burn this place down. I'm going to use a mirror to double check all my connections, and then from there, if everything's good, we're going to go downstairs, change the dryer, and then run this thing with some nitro and check for any leaks. Alright, so here's the box. Filter dryer is all the way back here. This is actually going to be kind of difficult to pipe, and man, these connections are so bad. I'm going to cut it here and cut it there. Let's swap that out. Here's the new dryer. Let's go ahead and fit this up. Alright, I was able to get that to fit. It's going to be really difficult to get in there. I had to use the short sticks, the brazing rods, for the last one because I have one long one left and I'm going to need it for the distance here. So I think something like this. A little something like that, I should be able to get it. Alright. Let's see what happens. Keep an eye out for me. Came apart. All right, I got that new dryer in. Ain't the prettiest thing, but it was actually really difficult to get in there. Anyways, there's a nitro tank. We're pressurizing the system right now. And let's go upstairs and even down here, let's check all our connections. All right, let's spray these connections. By the way, this is what we're using. Cal Blue micro gas leak detector. It's looking good over here. Alright, we checked over here as well, and everything's looking good. Okay, we released the nitrogen, everything looked good on our part. Hopefully that's the only leak in the system. And we're gonna run this thing through a deep vacuum. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my nitron gauge and hook it up here. Let's see if we get any good readings, but we really do need to get this back up and running today. All right, we just took lunch and came back. 766 microns and dropping. Let's go upstairs, everything is looking good. What we're gonna do is insulate everything and strap on the bulb. All right, so as far as this, I got a little bit of Armaflex, and for the oddly shaped parts, like the expansion valve itself, I'm going to use cork tape. As far as the old bulb, gotta rip this apart and strap it down. Here's the bulb. Just gonna unscrew this, and I'll probably use the old bracket. It's actually really tight. It's good. Let's swap it out. That's the new one. Man, this piping is horrendous, man. Ugh, it's giving me OCD just looking at this. There's the new bulb. Everything is nice and tight. Let's just insulate that as well. Honestly, it looks super ugly, but this thing is gonna work. All right, the microns are coming down, 708 and dropping. We could definitely use a little bit more time, and we're gonna go do that so we have a deep vacuum. We're gonna stop this vacuum pump, and we're gonna charge this up with some fresh refrigerant 404A. All right, I purged. Let's charge this up to where it was. Start it, see how it's running, and I want to make sure that we clear that sight glass back there. All right, started this one. Pressure is a bit low. I want that head pressure to come up with refrigerant 404A, and we're also going to watch the bubbles on the sight glass. We want that to be clear so there's no more bubbles. So let's bring this up, and we also want that head pressure to rise. And here's the water regulating valve in case we need to adjust it. Let's clear up that sight glass. All right, pressure's looking pretty good, and sight glass is clear. All right, that was quick. This box is already at 42.4 degrees. Let's go ahead and give this thing a chance, see what temperature it satisfies. But it looks like everything is good, and we fixed that leak. We're gonna wrap this one up here. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe as I come out with new videos every week. And I'll catch you all next time.